ever get that, like, shiver, down your spine? When you're walking alone, it's, like, late and you just know someone's behind you.
Yeah.
Like, last week, I swear, my heart in my throat. This guy, hoodie, walked past me way too close.
It's primal, right? That instinct to,
Right.
like, assess a threat, even if it's nothing.
Totally. It's like our internal alarm system going off, which is funny, actually, because it kind of relates to today's deep dive. We're looking at this statement. It's provocative. I'd feel safer encountering a bear in the woods than a man.
Yeah, it's a bold statement.
Yeah.
Definitely got people talking.
Yeah.
And We Choose the Bear, the book we're diving into, gets into all that, the layers beneath that.
Okay, so bear in the woods. Or a man. A lot of women. That bear's not looking so bad. But it's not about, like, suddenly loving bears, right?
Right, no. One thing We Choose the Bear gets at is predictability. Bears, they can be dangerous.
But
Instinct, right. Their actions, scary, but not like human motives, hidden and complex.
so it's that, what is it they say? Bears are predictable, people are crazy, but, like, way more intense.
Exactly. There's even this story, The Gift of the Bear. Ursa, she's this bear, but she's like a protector, this mystical forest, and she's this comforting presence, huge, but looking out for you.
Wow. Okay, but then flip that, right? Think about how unpredictable humans are, and then specifically the threat of male violence. That's when it gets real.
For sure. And We Choose the Bear, they use statistics, it's stark. You know how many fatal black bear attacks there are per year in the U.S. on average?
I don't actually. A lot, I'd assume.
One.
One? Seriously, that's
Wow.
wow.
Now compare that to the number of women murdered by men each year. Same place, U.S. Almost 1,800.
Whoa. Okay, yeah, that puts it in perspective. It goes from, like, this idea of fear to that's really terrifying. And not just being uneasy in the woods, but a fear based on something real and clearly very prevalent.
Sadly, it's not just the U.S. either. Global research, the book cites it. Almost 1 in 3 women, they go through some kind of violence in their lifetime. And get this, often it's someone they know.
It's that betrayal, We're taught about strangers, dark alleys, all that, but someone you trust. Let your guard down.
That's what's so interesting about We Choose the Bear. Not just like actual woods, but societal trust. Lack of it, really. Makes you think, right? Why so many women always assessing threats, even with friends, people they know.
And the book, it doesn't just talk about feelings. There's that data, right? On violence against women, especially younger women. It's scary.
Yeah, how vulnerable they are. New situations, trusting, and tragically that makes them targets. We Choose the Bear doesn't hold back on that.
Like this pressure unspoken on women to figure out men's behavior, red flags before something happens, and even then, no guarantees.
Right. The book talks about that, the burden. Like it's women who have to prevent it by being watchful.
Right.
There's this story, diving for fun. Woman meets this guy, chemistry's there, but he's doing all the red flag things.
Well, the worst, because your gut's like, no, but you want to give him the benefit of the doubt,
Totally. And this woman, she admits it, ignored her intuition because she was into him, wanted to think the best, even with the signs.
I think we've all been there, though. Wanting to see the good, especially if there's attraction. But is that, like, blinding us sometimes to real danger?
Big question from We Choose the Bear. How do we listen to our gut, even when it's tough? Those feelings, trust them, even with charm, charisma, all that.
We've talked about the fear, the real danger, but there's hope in the book, too, yeah. Not just all bad. Empowerment, women speaking up, having control.
Totally. Moving from fear to action, silence to speaking out, like with this say the brave thing they're doing.
Okay, that sounds interesting. Tell me more.
So say the brave thing, it's about women sharing their stories, connecting support networks, all that. Because when you're oppressed, anyway, being silent is the worst. You're not alone, that's the thing.
That power in numbers, right. And sharing, maybe it helps how heavy it feels. Other people get it. They've been there.
Exactly. That alone feeling, it goes away. In the book, it shows this with the story of the great matriarch Elysia, collective action, women together.
Elysia, okay, what's her story?
So picture this. Elysia, she leads these women, ancient times. These men, they think by capturing their goddess, they'll control the women. So they dress as bear hunters.
Wait, men dress as bears hunting a goddess? Okay, that's a lot to unpack.
Right, it's about control, manipulation, all disguised. But Elysia, she's smart, cunning. Tells her people, make statues of the goddess everywhere.
Decoys.
Yep. Hunters, they fall for it, blinded by what they want. Women escape, protect themselves.
Classic, outsmarting the bad guys. Strategy, working together. Love it.
And that's We Choose the Bear in a nutshell. Women aren't helpless. Unity, speaking up, support.
Not alone, we get it. But this isn't just on women, is it? Men have to be part of making the world safer. For everyone.
100%. Toxic masculinity, gotta go. Calling out bad behavior, being part of the solution. Shared responsibility.
So we're past the literal bear in the woods now. This bigger applies to so much for both men and women, right?
Exactly. When do we feel unsafe? Walking alone at night, dating apps, even just like any social thing, seeing those red flags.
It's like in your head, right? Red flags, pay attention, but then not feelings.
Yeah.
And suddenly not so red anymore.
Tough balance, especially with, what society tells us, all that. But that's what hits hard about We Choose the Bear. Safety first,
Yeah.
physically, emotionally, even when it's not easy.
Setting boundaries, trusting your gut. Sometimes the fun path is also the dangerous one. Hard lesson.
Right. And it's not about, like, being cynical.
Yeah.
It's just aware. Someone can be charming but not trustworthy. Those are two different things.
Beyond the surface, those little things, maybe they don't quite add up, like a warning.
Yes. And We Choose the Bear is saying, listen to those warnings. Trust yourself, even if it goes against what people expect or what you want to be true.
It's about taking that power back, choosing you. Safety, well-being, all of it. Nothing's more important.
Exactly. And this is on everyone, men too. Not about blaming, but respect, empathy, owning your actions.
So, wrapping up this deep dive, I keep thinking choose the bear. It's more than just bears, obviously, but that safety comes first. And sometimes the bravest thing is listening to that voice inside that's telling you to be careful.
That you deserve to feel safe, set boundaries, demand respect everywhere in life. And by talking about it, sharing, supporting each other, maybe choosing the bear won't even be a question someday. It'll just be what we do.
This has been, wow, really insightful and, yeah, empowering even. If any of this hit home for you, check out We Choose the Bear. Seriously, important stuff, helps you navigate all this. Safety, trust, making choices for you. In today's world, it's more important than ever.
It's a conversation starter, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And hopefully the conversation keeps going, even after you're done listening.
Couldn't agree more. Thanks for being here with us for this. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and most importantly, stay safe.